We had to relocate the crab over here because it got ran over due to uncertain circumstances. At least the parts were still there. Not close. Total Eclipse. Lunar Eclipse over Starbase. Blanket. Lunar Eclipse over Starbase.
Hey, you got my phone.
Tommy.
Hey, you got my phone. You should tell me I'd be this one.
I've been trying to tell you.
I thought it was just gonna be a gay ass man that you were just gonna have a boner over that I was gonna be pissed off because I'm wasting my time, but no.
See, isn't this better than damn Whataburger?
Nah, I still want Whataburger afterwards.
You're not getting Whataburger.
I'm getting fucking Whataburger.
No, you're not.
Why?
Why? Because you need to eat better.
Eat what?
Eat our food that we have other than fucking Whataburger.
Snacks. They don't gotta fill me up for jack shit.
You don't even finish your fucking food anyway.
I'm just gonna get fucking pizza.
They're gonna be closed anyway. Do you even throw at anything?
I thought something else.
Nearing totality right now. Lunar Eclipse over Starbase.
I couldn't hear it.
This is Tommy trying to figure out who was welding on top of the launch tower during a lunar eclipse.
Brian, right now, Adam, because Adam came back and they,
Adam, preview, Adam, preview,
Get a picture of your phone of him.
preview,
Adam.
Adam,
Hey, go get a picture of Adam on your phone.
Adam,
Get a picture of Adam and put it in front of the tower.
preview, 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 preview,
right now, Tommy can't be yellow.
preview,
No idea. No idea.
Okay. I have the ghetto manual. Okay, so that's a lunar eclipse. This happens every 2 years. So let's see what's going on. Okay. I found it. Guess what it says? We need to go steal a car. Come on, Tommy. moons. The two ghetto stars, or north and south ghetto star, form a thing because Tommy has two moles on him. The two moles will then move up his face, and they cause a chain reaction facing the moon, causing that motherfucker up there. Which, by the way, causes Tommy to go rampage. It only happens for 10 minutes. Military thing. Then he's gonna go steal fucking another helicopter. Then he's gonna go steal a fighter jet. Then he's gonna take a fucking tank and go shoot them. Right? It's it. And afterwards, he's just gonna stop the another one just then he comes into the Secretary of State's fucking ass. Tommy fucks stars. You know, the best part about cigarettes is the fact that I'm about to fuck some shit up. I'm about to run in that Starbase in a minute and go fuck some shit up. A female student that her name was Cece came in one day and was singing in the bathroom. G, Mr. G then went in with his Windex and shoved the Windex up Cece's G, Cece then saw that the Windex went weird in her and she started to scream because she didn't realize. G, Mr. G then ran out and said he because he knew that he would clean the fuck out of her. G, Mama Roland came in with a wig and fake so he looked like a chicken, went in to see and check on Cece. G, Mr. G was then outside of the bathroom and heard Cece screaming because Mr. G, Mr. G then came in when Mama Roland was done, and then he started cleaning her once again. G. The following day, Mr. G's wife said, "You have a clean addiction, so we need to get you some help." G. Mr. G then went to a community center that helps with addiction and that. Mr. G then went to an addiction help center and stayed there for 5 months before he said he was clean. G, but the following couple months, Mr. G's wife then picked him up and saw Mr. G walk out. G. Mr. G then took his Mystical Magic Eraser and hid it behind his back. G, then when he got home, his wife then was in the shower. Mr. G jumped in there and used Windex to clean up. G, then the wife started to scream and Mr. G tied her up and threw her in the bathtub with a bunch of Windex. G, but the wife actually died because she drank all the Windex and now she is dead. G, Mr. G then ran away from his house and then went to trying to clean the his hole again so they can fun when we see how the world's really like. Mr. G went clean Kim Jong-un and made him look better, and now
What the
his
fuck?
eyes were fully awake. Mr. G then started to get old over time, but then he realized he was self-worth, and so then he went back to the United States. Mr. G then went to New York to who could not afford houses. Then he went to Tommy James Clark's house and cleaned his ass, and Tommy then realized that he was a smoker. Mr. G then got pissed because the cops and the SWAT team surrounded his property. Mr. G then ran outside and who had blonde hair, and then she died because she drank the Windex.
He's almost.
So
Keep going.
So then the SWAT team shot their taser guns at Mr. G, but then he stirred his ground. Then the FBI got involved and came on a helicopter. Then Mr. G tried to clean the governor. Then the governor took her heel and tried to hit Mr. G, but he deflected it and shoved it up her. Then the kids were dead because Mr. G killed him with the Windex in a spray bottle. Then the helicopter then was going off as the cops attacked Mr. G and tackled him to the ground. Then Mr. G got sad because now he's handcuffed and he cannot clean any of the men. Mama Ruin was on the scene. He was standing right next door in his wicked fake. Mama Ruin then came in with the purse and started to whack all the cops. But then they tackled him too. Mr. G then went to court and got a life sentence in prison, and then he got pissed. But Mr. G's journey was not done. He actually had a little small vial that creates Mr. Cleaning product. So then him and Mama Ruin were roommates, so he took that little vial and put it in the bathroom, in the jail cell toilet. He started to mix it with the plunger, and then the Windex was created, so he was back on his way. Mr. G then started to pound on the metal cell bars, and then a security guard came to check it out, and then he took his hands and killed them. Then he took the keys and opened the door, then he escaped prison the following day. Then he went back to Mexico, and actually they got arrested because the Mexico border caught him. Then he went back to jail, but he didn't go to jail like that. He actually got handcuffed and he got the death penalty. He was in the chair about to get killed, but then Mama Ruin came in breaking the glass. Then he took the vial, put it around to cut all the communications and the cameras too. But wait, it gets worse. The cops were surrounding the entire facility, and then they shot Mama Ruin. Mama Ruin then died and came. Then Mr. G got up and started to clean. He's trying to clean the room, but it was too late. Mama Ruin was dead, so there's nothing he could do. Mr. G then came through the door like a man, said, "Oh yeah, I'll clean all of you mother." Then the cops then started to shoot Mr. G, and they tried to clean up his before it got shot.
Up, Tommy.
Mr. G then looked into the sky today, started to realize that his heart was stopping. Then his wife was dead, and his kids were dead, and Mr. G was closing his eyes very slowly to die. But then there's more! Mr. G second cousin named Mr. G Jr. the first started to build his own Windex cleaning company, but then it failed. But then there's more. Just kidding.